Hello, everybody, and welcome to Nathan on Shuffle and to my latest episode of New Music Weekly, the show where I give you guys the top 5 prog news headlines for the week, introduce you guys to some new prog singles, and give you updates on the channel and what's happening here on Nathan on Shuffle. So, pretty cool little week here. I've got a lot of interesting news items, kind of a smattering of things across the prog spectrum. So, excited to dive in. Hopefully, you guys are having fun out there. Let me know if there's any items I don't cover or anything you're especially excited about in the comments, and just support the channel if you are so inclined. I appreciate all the support. Any subscription is well appreciated. I'm getting close to this goal I have of 5,000 subscribers, so anything that helps along with that goal I would really appreciate. First, I'd like to start by talking about the new releases this weekend. New albums that just came out in the field of prog or prog metal or related genres. Some maybe a bit more obscure, but one that I've really been digging is a band called Phase Transition and their album's In Search of Being. This is a newer prog metal group, have a bit of a violin flavor to their sound, a female lead vocalist. I believe she's also the violin player, so it's a trio of musicians. Sounds like a cool take, kind of modern, but also has a little bit of inspiration from like a Dream Theater type well. So check that out if you're interested. I think it's a really great release. I don't know if I'll be able to get to a full-on review like I planned, but I will mention it in at least a roundup, quick review format. Catatonia released their record, Nightmares as extensions of the Waking State. More of a kind of gothic, melancholy metal type type album there, and I've got a single on my singles list from their album called Wind of No Change. This is their 13th studio album. A lot of people are big fans of them. I haven't really gotten too into them, honestly, but I do appreciate a lot of their singles and some of their sound, so wanted to put that on my list. A to Z has their album out, A2Z squared, I guess you'd say. More hard, more melodic rock from some of the Fates Warning guys. Really fun and catchy, cool album that's definitely worth checking out. I believe that's Ray Alder and Mark Zonder, where you get the A to Z from. This is their collaboration, and well worth checking out. I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it would be more like just generic hard rock stuff, but there's actually some really cool stuff going on in the mix here and some really fun tracks. So definitely check that one out. That's a hearty recommendation. The Deer Hunter have a new EP out this weekend. They're deeming it the North American EP. It's a selection of songs that I believe snippets of them were featured in their latest tour documentary that's also been released as well. So that's an interesting little curio to check out. More of like a palate cleanser, I think, in preparation for hopefully Sunya, their next studio album, full length. So more just, bits and pieces, interesting soundscapes. It kind of reminds me more of Casey Krasinsko's Honorary Astronaut project, more so than a Deer Hunter record, but still much appreciated. I love Casey's songwriting, and any Deer Hunter is definitely something to check out. And on the Deer Hunter front, just kind of a little aside, if you're a big fan like me, Bear Ghost did a cover of Smiling Swine, a Deer Hunter track. So excellent cover, really fun. I'm a big fan of Bear Ghost, so go check out that single on whatever your streaming service is. I really recommend it. And Anders Buas has his new album Trollringen, which is just fantastic. Mike Oldfield inspired mostly instrumental prog. I believe this is the first album he has with some vocals on it as well, but just beautiful, little bit of an edge, but also very pastoral and very, symphonic, beautiful prog music. I believe he's from Norway, so fantastic stuff coming out this weekend. I'm sure you guys will let me know of much more. But let's get into the news items proper. First of all, Roger Waters shares a clip of Wish You Were Here from his new This Is Not a Drill Live from Prague, the movie. This should be a really cool release. I believe it's going to be released in cinemas worldwide beginning on July 23rd. Tickets are going on sale on June 12th. So it's going to be presented in 8K in a big style format. The film captures Waters' This Is Not a Drill tour, billed as his first ever farewell tour at the O2 Arena in the Czech Republic on May 25th in 2023. So I know that Roger Waters has kind of gathered some controversy due to his statements and his political leanings and things like that, but uh, I love classic Pink Floyd, and Wish You Were Here is one of their standout tracks, so it's really cool to hear a live version of it done on his somewhat recent tour here. The show features 20 classic Pink Floyd and Waters solo songs, including Us and Them, Comfortably Numb, Wish You Were Here, Is This the Life We Really Want, and a brand new song called The Bar. And the accompanying music will be released on Legacy Recordings on August 1st, and we will see the performance presented as a 4 LP set, Blu-ray, 2 CD set, and on DVD and digital audio. So definitely a noteworthy release from Roger Waters, with some great classic Pink Floyd material being played here. And also in the Pink Floyd camp is my item number 2. There's a new Pink Floyd book that celebrates the band's career with unpublished interviews and Syd Barrett's letters of the time. So this is a new biography called Pink Floyd Shine On, the Definitive Oral History. This is by noted Floyd biographer Mark Blake, published through New Modern on October 9th. It's the first oral history told by the band, friends, and associates through new, exclusive, and previously unpublished material, including letters from their late founder member, Syd Barrett, written to his girlfriend in 65-66, which reveal his intimate thoughts on the band, their very first recording session, his worries about leaving art college, and much more. So this should be a really cool look into the history of the band. Also delving into some unpublished interviews with David Gilmour, Roger Waters, Nick Mason, and even the late Richard Wright. So this will be cool. It's coinciding with Pink Floyd's 60th anniversary, the 50th anniversary of their multi-platinum selling album Wish You Were Here, and 20th anniversary of Pink Floyd's reunion performance. So really cool, all these things converging in the Pink Floyd camp, and this should be a really cool release, a really cool biography to check out if you're a huge Pink Floyd nerd. The release date again is October 9th on that one. And then I was pretty excited to see Arjen Lucassen teasing a new upcoming solo album. There's not much details as of yet, really, but he put out a kind of teaser trailer style video with a lot of different clips and snippets from the upcoming album. This is going to be a true solo album, a kind of companion follow-up to his previous solo album, Not Lost in the New Reel, which came out 13 years ago. This album's going to be called Songs No One Will Hear, and it's going to be a very eclectic blend of all his different styles, some prog, some metal, some, folk, some psychedelia, some pop influences. It's all going to be there in spades, which I'm really super excited about. I think Lost in the New Reel is one of his most underrated albums. It's really fantastic. So this is a really cool conceptual album. The concept is, what would people do if they only had 5 months to live because of an asteroid impact? And it features some notable musicians here: Irene Jansen on backing and lead vocals, Coyne Hurst on drums, Joost Vanderbroek on Hammond, Ben Matho on violin, Jeroen Goossens on flute, Urian of Westerveld on cello, and Arjen Lucassen doing lead vocals and all the other instruments, and of course some narration written and performed by Michael Mills, and a couple other guest appearances from Floor Jansen, Robert Soderbergh, Marcella Vovio, and Patty Gurdy. So fantastic. It's going to be released on September 12th, 2025 through Inside Out Music. Pre-orders should open up June 13th. And I'm guessing there's probably a good chance that when they announce pre-orders, there may be a early single or something as well, which I will put on my singles list. But for now, there's the great trailer, which I'll put a link to in the description. And I'm really excited about this. This is one of my most hotly anticipated albums of the year already, so I'm really excited, and the trailer is just amazing. So if you want a real taste for what to expect, please watch that. Item number 4, Opeth share a new band performance video of Paragraph 1 from their recent album, The Last Will and Testament. So of course, this album came out a while back, but this is an officially shot band video for it, so I wanted to put it on my prog list. A fantastic track, a fantastic concept album. Michael Ackerfeld kind of describes it this way: here's a video for your enjoyment. We had requests left, right, and center to do one of them measly lyric videos or visualizers for content. Now, right, there are 3 words I despise. I've made it clear in our circle of trust that we shouldn't use the word content, even if that's exactly what we're working on. So he talks about doing a performance video. We figured it's a bit more happening to look at than a lyric video. And it's from the Last Will and Testament, the opener track, a good song. So really exciting to see this. There's some touring dates and ticket information as well from the band. So a lot of activity from the Opeth camp, and any chance to celebrate their incredible album, Last Will and Testament, it's worth putting on my list here. The final item, number 5 here, the Best of Mike Oldfield's Tubular Bells 1, 2, and 3 tour is announced for February and March of 2026. Mike Oldfield's collaborator, Grammy-nominated conductor Robin Smith, has announced a new tour that'll celebrate each of Oldfield's iconic Tubular Bells series of albums, touring across the UK through February and March next year, featuring a full live group led and arranged by Smith, which will see extended sections of each iconic Tubular Bells album performed, as well as the worldwide hit single Moonlight Shadow. So it's going to be a cool best of concert of all the best of Tubular Bells, and a celebration of Mike Oldfield, who has retired basically from performing and recording back like in 2023. So Smith is kind of taking the inspiration here and touring this wonderful music. Tickets are on sale now, it seems, and so if you're interested, that should be a really great opportunity to really feel the legacy of Mike Oldfield's music, and really incredible stuff. A couple of bonus items I wanted to also mention. I saw some announcements being made about the new upcoming Discipline album. It's going to be called Breadcrumbs, coming out August 1st. There isn't a lot of details. There's a track list, but there's no album artwork as of yet, no single, no information as of that front, but just something to get excited about. I believe you can pre-order it. This is being put out through Prog Rock Essentials label. Mastered by Terry Brown, artwork by Hugh Syme, so should be cool. It's the follow-up to their 2017 album, Captives of the Wine Dark Sea. They're a band I always keep my eye on because I consider their album Unfolded Like Staircase from 97 one of the like modern prog classics, if you will. If you know, it's kind of an oxymoron, modern classic, but fantastic band, very dramatic, great US symphonic prog, kind of in that Genesis style vein, but unique in its own respects as well. And Charlie Griffiths, his project Tiktaalica, released a digital deluxe version of the recent album Gods of Pangaea, which includes instrumental versions of the tracks from the album. And there's a video online you can check out, a guitar playthrough of Tyrannicide, which is the opening track of the album. So want to mention that. There's also another single on my singles list. I've mentioned most of them. The Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd, the Opeth Paragraph 1 video is on there as well. The new Catatonia single, which is called let me look that. Wind of No Change. Also a track from that Deer Hunter EP I was mentioning called Magic Beans. So a lot of cool tracks. And then also a track from Jacko M. Jasic, which I've talked about his upcoming album a lot on this New Music Weekly front. It's coming out June 27th, called Son of Glenn. This is the new single called I Told You So, which is a really beautiful, great listen. Jacko is known for his inclusion in a recent lineup of King Crimson, lead singer and second guitarist in the group, and this should be a notable release through Inside Out Records, so I want to put that attention out there for you guys if you're interested in checking it out. So the Prog Singles list is a playlist from on YouTube. I link it in the description. You can go check out all of the singles that have come out so far this year, and I just keep adding to it week by week, and I think it's a great place to go if you want just a smattering of the newest and latest and greatest in progressive rock. So that's what I have for you guys today. As for the channel itself, I did what I call a collection spotlight. on Haken's Live Forms, an Evening with Haken album. I have it still here. This is an incredible release, 3 CD Blu-ray package. I talk about it in depth a little bit on that episode. Didn't get a ton of views. I'm kind of thinking this collection spotlight idea is maybe a bit dead in the water, but I still just love talking about things that I collect and the newest items that I'm excited about. So hopefully some of you will check that out if you missed it throughout the week. I have 2 reviews upcoming this week, or probably spared out between this upcoming Sunday and maybe next weekend. The first is Crust, their album Waving at the Sky. Excellent progressive metal. This is their sophomore release. It's coming out a week from today on next Friday, on June 13th. So I want to get my review out there. Been able to listen to it for a little bit of time here and have some thoughts. So that will be a great review. And then the following week, I believe I'm going to review Moonletters and their album This Dark Earth, maybe a bit more of an obscure symphonic prog band, but fantastic. They're from Seattle area, I believe, and just have this quirky, cool, classic prog style that's just infectious to me. So that is also being released next weekend. So fantastic releases up ahead. I'm hoping to film some more New Music Weekly content. Not New Music Weekly, but more song reactions, weekly shuffles is what I meant to say with Jana. We're hoping to film this weekend to put out more of those videos for you guys, because I think people like those. Recently we've done a Pink Floyd one, Have a Cigar, and we did a Gentle Giant one for Freehand. Both were really fun to put together, so hopefully there will be some new episodes of that up ahead as well. I'm going to be out of town next weekend going to a Weird Al concert, so there probably won't be a New Music Weekly unless something major happens that I feel like I have to do a show and squeeze it in somewhere. But my plan at the outset right now is to take next weekend off and resume shortly after that. So a lot of great stuff coming up ahead. I have a big project plan that I think I'm going to put out in July that I think a lot of you will be excited about, but I don't want to tease it too big in case I change my plans and move it around. But for now, July seems to be a fun month. There's going to be a cool running project throughout the month that I'm excited for. So thank you guys so much for your support and everything you do. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this episode, about the channel, about any news items. Oh, I did want to mention, I have above my head now on the other side here, the new Styx album. I'm hoping to talk about the new Styx album on the channel at some point, do a review of it. I've heard it a couple times. Really excellent, really fun. That was kind of the focus of last week's New Music Weekly, but it's a notable release. It's not out on streaming until July, I believe, but you can order it from them and they'll deliver it right now, or go to one of their shows and get it as well. So I know there's already been a review from Prog Corner where he was pretty happy about the release, and I am as well. So definitely going to get to that. I just want to give it its time and attention before I put out a full-on review of it. So thank you guys once again. You guys are the best. It's been incredible to do this channel for you guys, and hopefully there's a lot of content to come that you guys will be excited about. So thank you guys, and just keep enjoying the music out there. Bye everybody.